Mark your calendars, 3rd October, Faber Residence is set to preview and Clementi launches are always worth paying attention to. Why? Because Clementi is a mature estate with strong demand drivers, good schools, convenience, and of course, a strong track record for property prices. The last launch here, Alta, earlier this year, was a big success. So the big question is, will Faber Residence repeat the same story or are there hidden concerns you need to be aware of? So let's dive right in. Today we will just run through an introduction of the location of Faber Residence itself. Then we'll go into the quick facts of the project, as well as touch on how you can potentially qualify for the developer's VVIP priority booking. We'll then discuss the potential pricing of the development and we'll touch on the reasons why you as a buyer should consider Faber Residence. And we'll also discuss why you should be concerned about Faber Residence. Faber Residence is located in District 5 within the township of Clementi. Clementi is typically known for being a high-rise HDB town. But for Faber Residence, this might appeal to those who prefer to stay in a quieter side of Clementi, which has lower density and also in a less crowded environment. As you can see from the drone shot, Faber Residence is located in the Faber Landed Enclave, with the direct neighbours being landed properties or private condominiums. So it's a very exclusive part of Clementi. Being in the township of Clementi, it is within close proximity to Clementi Central, which famously has everything that you need, such as Clementi Mall, Clementi Market, as well as the Sports Hall. We're also a quick drive to Jurong, where you've got mega malls such as IMM, Westgate, and GEM in the area. We can also leverage on the transformation within the Jurong area, as it is typically seen as the second CBD. The school factor also has to be heavily emphasized, especially for this development. It is safe to say that the main anchor of demand in this area would be the fact that Nanhua Primary is not only close by, but within 1 km to Faber Residence. There are also other schools such as Clementi Primary, Pei Tong, and Tifa within the 2 km radius. Now we'll run through the quick facts of the development. Okay, so Faber Residence is developed by the renowned developers Gokoland, Hong Leong, and TID. Total, we have 399 units in big land size of 277,600 square feet. There are 9 blocks in total, and it's a good thing that the car park ratio is 1:1, with 399 lots in the basement. Now onto the unit mix, where we have 2 bedrooms starting from 646 square feet. Do know that this is a GFA harmonized plot. The sizes do not include the aircon ledges. The developer has also created 2 tiers of sizing for the 3 bedroom, which are the 3 bedroom standard at 797 and 861 square feet, and the bigger 3 bedroom plus at 1033 and 1044 square feet. There are also 2 different tiers for the 4 bedrooms. The 4 bedroom basic from 1119 square feet and the 4 bedroom standard starting from 1206 square feet. We have only 1 stack of 5 bedroom, just 20 units, which is extremely rare for this area. Do know that we do not have the floor plan for now, so we'll do a review once this is out. So do remember to like and subscribe so that you can get the latest notification. The developers are certainly no strangers to us, being Gokoland and Hong Leong. They have recently developed many plots in Bugis and also Lentor, as well as the Springleaf area recently. So their recent developments have fared really well, achieving 75 to even 92% sold on launch day, while projects such as Lentor Modern, Lentor Mansion, as well as Springleaf Residence. So this track record does suggest that the developers do know how to cater to the needs of the buyers today. Now we'll talk about the developer priority scheme. Gokoland has recently allowed for certain groups of buyers to be included for priority booking, which is held before the main public booking. They recently implemented this for Springleaf Residence as well. So the first group will be the loyalty purchase group, of which you may qualify if you're an ex-owner or current owner of Gokoland or Hong Leong properties. Next will be the VIP purchase group, the close friends or relatives of Gokoland or Hong Leong group. While the last group will be the multiple purchase buyers. There are also certain terms and conditions to that. There's a 1-tier linkage, which means that only a buyer as a direct spouse, parents or sibling or child can qualify. We'll now run through the pricing analysis for Faber Residence. First, we'll talk about the land bid price for this project, which was surprisingly low at 900 per square foot per plot ratio. If we compare this with other developments which were bidded at around similar pricing, for example, Springleaf Residence, which was bidded at 904 PSF, perhaps make an educated guess that Faber Residence could average around 2.1 to even 2.3 per square foot, similar to what we have achieved at Springleaf Residence. The starting from prices look really attractive, with 2 bidders potentially starting from just 1.35 million. The 3 bedrooms from 1.6 million and also for 4 bedrooms starting from 2.5 million. So do bear in mind, these are just the price estimates. Once the official price guide is out, we'll also share with you. So for 3-bedroom at 1.6 million, I think in the new launch market is really rare. Probably one of your last chance to enter at such pricing. It's even cheaper than some of the resale 3-bedrooms out there in the vicinity or in terms of in OCR. Now let's discuss 2 reasons why you should consider Faber Residence. The first reason will be that Faber Residence could potentially provide mouth-watering good price for an area like Clementi, yet with extremely good price support in the area. If you look at launches in 2024 and 2025, projects with a land bid price of $900 plus minus have sold really well during launch, from 80 to even 100% on launch day. So for example, Norwood Grand sold 85%, and then Lentor Central 100%, Lentor Mansion same thing 100%. So if you are keen, you definitely don't want to miss the preview. Potentially nothing will be available after the launch, or maybe just that handful of units. Next, if we compare Faber Residence with the upcoming 2026 OCR pricing, all the lands were bidded higher than Faber. Plots like Lakeside and also Chuan Grove as well as Bayshore were bidded at 26 to even 54% higher. So can you imagine paying possibly 26% more for Lakeside in 2026, just 1 year difference, versus the potential pricing you can achieve at Faber Residence. So if Faber does average around 21 to 23 per square foot, it is good to know that there is a good price support from resale developments such as Park Clementi. Over there, 3 bedrooms have already transacted at 2575 PSF, and this is non-harmonized plot, meaning the aircon ledgers were considered as part of the floor area. So if we convert that to a harmonized PSF to compare apple to apple with Faber Residence, then the transaction there has crossed already 2730. The smaller 3-bedroom at 904 square feet at Park Clementi have also transacted at 2323. So if that is harmonized, that will be around 2462 per square foot. The second reason to consider Faber is because the development has a clear exit strategy. The 4-room flats at Clementi have commonly transacted over $1 million, with 5-room transacting 1.3 to 1.4 million. These owners are exiting with very good profits, and they tend to upgrade within the Clementi in the future. So if they're looking for condos to upgrade to, then there's natural demand coming from this location. So there's even more MOB supply that's going to hit Clementi in the next 3 years. So these are your potential future buyers if you're looking to offload Faber after holding it for 4 years, 5 years for example. So the estimated number of MOP units in the next 3 years is around 2,600, quite a healthy number. Additionally, there are also new BTO projects upcoming, such as the Clementi Emerald, that will add to the existing supply once they MOP. Next, there will also be demand coming from the Faber landed owners that is within the vicinity. Some of these owners may naturally want to downsize and buy condos that are nearby, so likely that could add in the demand for Faber Residence in the future as well. The upcoming Jurong Regional Line as well as the Cross Island Line intersecting at Clementi will be opening in phases from 2027, and this will continue to spur demand in the Clementi Township. Now let's run through 2 reasons why you should be concerned about Faber Residence. The first concern about Faber Residence is it's definitely not near MRT. In fact, it is a 25 minutes walk. So this is currently still in discussion, but the developer is likely to have a shuttle bus service to the nearest MRT. Nonetheless, you could still take a quick walk to Commonwealth Avenue West and take 2 bus stops to reach the Clementi Central. But the fact is that there are no condos that are also near MRT in Clementi at all. For example, Park Clementi, that is 1.2 km distance away, but yet the condo has also proven to be profitable. And likewise for Clement Canopy, 1.3 km away from Clementi MRT, but still proven to be profitable as well. The last concern will be that the project is next to AYE, which could be noisy. In Clementi, this is not uncommon, with projects like Park Clementi, Clavon, and also the Clement Canopy all having a good section of the units facing AYE directly. The trade-off for the noise would be the unblocked views that you'll get, with lots of Clementi projects facing towards the Pandan Reservoir. So in terms of profitability, if you're concerned that AYE facing may not be giving you as good a profit compared to units that are facing inwards, then you may want to take a look at the recent transactions. In Clement Canopy, let's take Stack 10 and Stack 11 for example. So they have the same 3-bedroom plus yard layout. Stack 11 faces AYE, whereas Stack 10 is facing inwards. But you can see that the profitability of both stacks are similar. So at the end of the day, if you get a good ballot number, you could also still pick an inside-facing unit for Faber Residence that will elevate the noise. Of course, those pricing strategy, if you want to find out more, do hook up with us so we can share with you how to do the price analysis and also strategize on launch day. Typically, the inward-facing will command a higher premium than those that are AYE-facing. So at the end of the day, Faber Residence is not perfect. No project is. But if you're someone looking for a rare, low-density development in Clementi with strong upside potential, this is a project worth shortlisting. If you'd like to get the detailed floor plans, price matrix, and my personal analysis of the best stacks and unit, my contact is right here on the screen. And of course, if you found this video useful, do remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Till then, see you in my next video. Bye-bye.